The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This time, Trubisky will throw. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 20, into a double team and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Jordan Lucas there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Trubisky from his end zone on 3rd and long. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Jets wins. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Fielded at the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He's checking. Say alert.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list?
He's got a man, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 78 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Hey. 4 down. No.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's the option. This one out quickly to Watkins. And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On play action, Wentz. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun. Wentz. This is caught. Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
Eagles 13.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
For Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. Jump to the right.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 3, check 3.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Trubisky. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the
play action. It's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
The kicker on for the...
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
47-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On play action, it's Wentz. Caught left side, Williams. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 20. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up and good. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Bears' 27-yard line.
Finding Ertz again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points and that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The Bears take over
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
the 17-yard
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? The throw complete here to Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Eagles first down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. 11 yards there, first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll go again with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run with Sanders. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Another run here with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Now what can Trubisky do here in overtime? Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it